Good evening, online family and friends. How are you doing tonight? Do you find yourself yelling at yourself in your head sometimes? Well, stick with me tonight, and I am going to share with you 3 tips that I found helpful to practice positive self talk. So, if this video has been forwarded or shared with you, my name is Dean, and the cat's name is Bandit, and we're coming to you from Kansas City, Missouri. I've named 2020 my best year ever, and my mission is to help ordinary people like you and I grow and develop our confidence so that we can be successful, whether that is in a traditional full-time job, in business and entrepreneurship, or with life. And I absolutely believe that when we work on our dreams and goals to better ourselves and the lives of our families, I absolutely believe that it grows our confidence inside and out. So there are very few things that grate on my nerves than when myself or someone next to me says self-deprecating statements out loud, or even texting or emailing each other. And, as humans, we're programmed to be negative. And I've heard that comes from trying to protect the ones we love. But as I grow older, as I've grown older, I know that negativity comes from our own fears. And because we hear negative talk from others most of our lives, we talk negatively to and about ourselves. And the first step that you got to take is to turn negative talk into positive self-talk. I've had the unique opportunity to be introduced to self-development and self-help at a very young age. I started reading self-help and books since I was like 17 or 18. So I feel like I've got a pretty good positive self-talk. Now, I can get myself started on new projects, and then sometimes where I lose it is getting down into the weeds and during the process. When I don't work on my projects like I've planned, I feel guilty, and when I don't perform at work as well as I thought I should, I also feel guilty about that, almost ashamed, as if, I was in trouble, as if I'm this 7-year-old kid in trouble again. And, sometimes I don't know how to give myself a break. Case in point, tomorrow is 2 weeks on my first job, and I'm freaking out because in the last 2 days, I've only gotten like 8 tasks done at my new job. Like, I got 8 done today, and I'm not sure. I got 7 or 8 done yesterday. But I'm kind of freaking out going, oh my gosh, it took me that long just to get this stuff done. And I was really just working on, COVID-19 stuff, not even the real majority part of my job on a regular day, on a regular week, during a regular month. So anyway, sometimes it can be a pretty negative cycle for me. Sometimes when it comes to my writing, not sometimes, but always in my room. I'm most creative in the mornings, and so during the work week, before I do it, and I do it during the week, and before I do anything else on the weekends. And when I don't get my writing in, sometimes that guilt eats at me all day long. It's not necessarily negative self-talk, but it's that feeling like, again, I'm in trouble for something, that, I wasn't supposed to do. And, it's being hard on myself. So that's where affirmations have helped me, and that's where they come in. So dictionary.com defines affirmations, an affirmation as an assertion that something exists or is true. And so affirmations are positive statements that you can read, write, or recite over and over again to reprogram your brain to think more positively about yourself. So where do you find them? So one of the first places I look for are my current vision and goals that I'm working on. There's also myriad books out there on affirmations that you can find them in. There's also YouTube videos with voice actors repeating affirmations over and over again. You remember subliminal messaging from about, 30 years ago, 35 years ago? I've done that before. I've taken a walk and put those on or listened to those while I've worked. So there's also some great affirmation memes that are on Pinterest, and I found them on Facebook as well. So, and your method for doing your affirmations depends on how you like to do them. I've tried reading them from note cards before getting out of bed or shortly after waking up and making coffee. I've also mentioned that, I like to listen to the YouTube videos, like when I'm taking a walk or something, or driving in the car, where you can listen 80% of the time. You only have to listen. I flip that around. You only have to listen a small amount of time, but, again, it's programming your brain. Now, I can't listen to affirmations and work most of the tasks at my day job. So it's got to be something like walking or driving. Or what you can do, what I do now is I write them out. And that's ended up being the best option for me, is to journalize them. When I was in school, I did most of my studying by writing out my notes, typing out my notes. And again, that same process works for me today as a journaling and meditation exercise. So, and I was just reading my notes on where I'm going here. So anyway, my point is to do what works for you. If you find it easier to sit in a quiet place by yourself and repeat your affirmations over in your head, then do it. If it's easier for you to review note cards in between answering homework questions for the kids or whatever, do that. And if writing them out works better for you, then do that well. Adopt a method that works for you and stick to it. So if you like these tips and want more from me, I do have a handout, 5 easy steps your boss doesn't want you to know about following your goals and dreams. Message it and I'll send it to you. I want to thank Kelly and Kay for watching, and John and Marcelino, Eileen, Taylor, Jeff, and Trey and Garrett and Mario and George. It's not sending the waves like I'd like it to. And David and Kevin, thanks so much for watching. It's hump day. We're almost there. Just a couple more days of the week and it'll be the weekend. So thanks so much for watching. Be safe. Stay home. Wash your hands. And I'll talk to you later.